So today I'm going to be cooking some noodles. I got this macaroni and cheese here, but macaroni and cheese, that's too boring. We also got Vienna sausage for that nice meaty flavor. Add some extra protein to this fake food here. And we've got even more fake food. We've got ramen. Maybe I can add that. I don't know if we'll need it though. I'll add some extra noodles. Alright, first step, you get a pot, kind of like a pot-shaped pot. You don't want it to be oval. Actually, maybe oval would work, I don't know. I think circle's best though. You fill it with water, which I've already done because I came up with the idea to record while I was filling it with water. Next step. You get salt. Then you put the salt in the water. You throw some salt in there. It's
salty.
Fancy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, throwing shade, no, you're throwing salt. It's fancy, does something to the water. Makes it boil better,
faster.
It either makes it boil faster or it makes it more hot while it's boiling. It does something. I forgot, I didn't like chemistry very much. Okay, that water's going to take a while to boil. In the meantime, let's read the instructions. Actually, let's not read the instructions because I don't like them. Let's open the box. Yep, that's how you're supposed to do it. And look, we've got these dry crunchy things in here. Those are going to be noodles. Cheese flavored powder. It's not actual cheese. We can get some real cheese out once we're done here. Put that
Yummy.
on top. I forgot what you're supposed to be doing while the water boils because I was thinking I would just put the noodles in, but I don't think that's right.
Get the stuff out that you need, like butter and milk.
But then the butter and milk would be sitting here for a while, so you get those out when you need them.
But then you get out the materials you measure them with.
You know what? That's a better idea. Okay, so, look through your drawers of very organized things.
How organized?
Find a wooden spoon to stir with because this pot has Teflon in it. Teflon is not like that cake that you eat from Mexico. No, it's something you put on pots that makes it more slippery. But if you use anything metal inside a Teflon pot, it scrapes off all that Teflon. And then when you're eating food, it's like, this tastes like cancer. So yeah, you want to make sure you use metal or rubber. An example of something rubber you can use is this spatula, but we don't want to stir our macaroni and cheese with the spatula. They're not pancakes. We got this wooden spoon now. If you're extra fancy, sometimes some wooden spoons have holes in them. Just in case you don't want to scoop anything, you just want to stir with it. That's why it has a hole in it. But I'm going to use that one because I already have it out. What else do we need? Wait, let me move this wooden spoon away from the fire. We don't want our utensils catching on fire, do we? Next, I get out the thing we're going to be measuring the butter with.
A spoon.
This large spoon, because we've lived in Alabama before. We know how real people put butter on things. With a serving label.
So
Next
true.
up, what do we measure the milk with? Well, we measure the milk with our eyes. It's called eyeballing it. So, I've got my eyes out. What else are we going to need? We're going to need sausage. What do we measure sausage with? We measure it with a can. So, we got the can out. What else do we need? Ramen, what do you measure ramen with? Probably centimeters.
Bananas.
You want to put some bananas in there? Because I was thinking about using those bananas in a smoothie or something for breakfast. That don't taste very good with noodles. Too much potassium. Potassium is the scientific word for that stuff that makes your muscles strong. That's why in Breath of the Wild, bananas make you have more attack power. It's because when you eat bananas, it makes your muscles grow stronger. True fact. Now, it looks like the water is boiling a little bit. So, hang on, let me look at this. Boil water. I already said I wouldn't read the instructions, but I just wanted to see how boiled they wanted the water. I think that's close enough. Alright, next you just take a dump. That's one. Oh, I forgot to add butter.
Ah! Don't forget the butter.
Here we go. When you add butter before you put the noodles in, It makes it so that the noodles don't stick together. And it makes it so that they're cooked in fat.
The camera makes the water look kind of green.
The camera makes the water look green?
Well, actually, yeah. Well, actually, it might be. I can't tell, really.
Huh. That's weird. Anyway, you put some butter in there. I think that's enough butter to grease up the noodles.
Yummy.
Now, I just use this wooden spoon and like stir it, mix it in that butter, make sure those noodles don't stick together. Because then you just have clumps of flavorless noodles and that's not good. So you gotta mix it in that butter. Oh look, now the water's all foggy. It's a mystery what's happening to those noodles. Because they're gonna magically turn into actual edible objects. And the magic can't happen when you're looking at it, so the water turns nice and foggy. So that the magic can happen without children seeing it. Alright, I think that's mixed. Next, we dump in the other box. You're gonna also open that just like that. Why would you open a box any other way? Take this out before you dump it in the pot because it doesn't taste very good boiled. And we've got more noodles, and guess what? More stirring. We gotta do some more stirring here. How do you stir? Well, one, don't go in a circle like this because that's boring, and it's just gonna make them flow around in a circle. Now you gotta make it round, you gotta mix it up, go through the middle.
Just don't splash yourself.
Yeah, because if you splash yourself, that's gonna hurt. You're gonna get burned by a pot.
Or splash somebody around you. That hurts worse.
Yeah, because instead of just the sting of the boiling water, it's also the sting of the betrayal of your friend or family who splashed you with the boiling water. Alright, now the magic noodles are boiling. According to the box, it's going to take like 7 minutes. I don't care. We're just going to keep waiting on that. Eventually it'll start looking like they're pretty boiled. Maybe I should put this butter away until we need it, because it's going to be a few minutes, and we don't want the butter to go bad. Because butter tastes way better when it's fresh.
Ba-boom crash,
And we got these boxes here. We can use them as target practice. Bullseye.
Yay.
Alright, we've got this cheese here. I used to think that you needed to break up the cheese inside the packet, but no, you just need to shake it away from the opening. You don't need to break it up. It's already powder. You shake it away from the opening so that when you open it, there's no cheese left in here, so that it doesn't get all over the counter and make a big freaking mess. Because then you just have sticky cheese everywhere, and then people want to lick it off the counter, and that's just gross because they're licking the counter. So yeah, you keep that cheese away from the opening so that there's no cheese on your counter for people to lick. Are you showing my face or just my hands? Because I prefer my hands.
Okay. Hands.
There we go, let's stand it up, because if they fall over, then the cheese is going back to the beginning. What else can we do while we wait? More stirring, how about that?
Yay.
Oh, they were starting to stick together. Ah, I caught you, you sneaky noodles. You're not sticking together on my watch.
Haha. Yeah, you don't want noodles sticking to your watch. It's a nice watch.
Sometimes nice is my Fitbit. My Fitbit stopped working because it's old. And Fitbit wants you to buy the new one. Like, seriously, every time I tried to fix my Fitbit, it was like, trying to fix your old Fitbit? Buy a new one! Yeah, that was annoying. Well, rip Fitbit. Hello, watch. These things are like $8, seriously. If you don't have a watch, it's not that hard to get a new one. Fitbits, they're like $100, and it's a watch that counts your steps and tracks where you run. Which is cool and all, but like, it's not really as necessary as it seems. As you can see, there's lots of steam here. It makes it nice and steamy and humid and hot in your kitchen. Which is nice during the winter, but during the summer, that's just the worst.
Well, good thing it's fall.
Yeah, it's fall, so it's nice and cold and the steam is nice. Some people say it clears out your sinuses. It smells like mac and cheese. Oh, I can hear it boiling. If you listen, you can hear it. It sounds like the screams of the noodles.
I can hear it boiling, but I don't think the camera can hear it boiling.
Who cares? Alright, stir it more. More stirring. Oh look, they stopped crying. Oh, they have already begun magically transforming into something we can actually eat, and I just remembered I need to get out another piece of equipment. A strainer. Oh,
The strainer's right there.
it's right here.
And the dry dishes.
Yeah, speaking of dishes, there's some in the sink right now, which isn't good because we need to use this sink to dump it through the strainer. And the noodles are boiling. Hang on, I have an idea. How to do the dishes. Take them out of the sink. And look, now the noodles are now the dishes are done temporarily. Oh, you're stirring it more? Thank you. Alright, now the strainer's in the sink.
Ah! Stop boiling, little noodles.
This is the part when you turn off the heat.
Or slow it down. Oh, turn it down.
Off we go, and it's still boiling while it's in my hands, even though it's not in the oven. Whoa, that's magic. How does it do that? The pot is hot. It's called
Hot
science. Hot pot cat.
It's a few noodles sticking to the pot.
Mm-hmm. And look at all that steam. Really nice for fogging up your window.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm. And now where do you put the pot? Not on this countertop. Because the countertop's not granite. It's not fancy, it's cheap. Which means the pot will probably melt it or damage it in some way. So you know what we do? We put the pot in the sink. Because the sink's fancier than countertop. And then you dump the noodles in there. There's still a couple left. You can just eat those. They're tasty.
But make sure to sanitize your hands afterwards.
You know what could remind me? That's why we've got this Germex, because what you don't want is your family members' tiny amount of spit in your noodles. What you want is some alcohol that kills things. Yep. Ah, I just love that smell of clean. And now the bottom of the pot's wet. No, that might cool it down a bit faster. Now we put it back on the stove, but on the part that's not hot. This part's hot, don't touch that. This part's not hot because nothing was on it. And now what do? I think I might have made a small mistake. Hang on.
I think you're supposed to put the
Oh yes.
cheese in.
I was gonna get out the milk and the butter, but yeah, put the cheese in first. Alright. To be extra fancy, do two at once. Yeet. And of them in. For an unhealthy after-school snack, skip the middleman and just eat the cheese dust instead of the noodles.
Of course, then you just have bland noodles unless you put something on them, like
Actual cheese. Or sausages. Speaking of which, that's the next ingredient. Because
you forgot the milk and butter. I mean, milk. Yeah.
Because with this extra fancy, extra protein macaroni and cheese that I'm doing right now, you dump in the sausage. Now normally you want to drain the sausage because that juice is just pure fat and chicken salt. But it's perfect for macaroni and cheese.
Because you're trying to make it, and it needs water to stir.
Makes it more flavorful. Alright, so now you destroy the sausages. You've already been killed and chopped up animal. Now I'm killing and chopping up your killed chopped up remains so that it will taste really good. And you mix it. The mixing never stops.
Until you forget the
never
milk.
stops. I haven't forgotten the milk. The milk comes later. You just keep mixing it, even between the steps. Don't worry, those sausages will become even smaller as we keep stirring in more ingredients. Now this looks like some pretty good macaroni, doesn't it? No, it looks disgusting. So, what we need is butter and milk.
Looks better when you're not looking through the camera, but...
Milk. Oh, shoot, I just knocked over some leftovers. Butter. And I put those back in there. Okay, next, you put in butter. Now here's where those southern cooking instincts come in. How much butter do you add?
A little bit of butter.
Just a little bit of butter. Just a little bit. Add that nice flavor. Yeah, sugar, now that's a little bit of butter. And keep on stirring. You see how the butter's melting? It adds more liquid. It also adds a lot more fat. And flavor. Because you want it to be flavorful, buttery. Mac and cheese. And sausage. Sausage.
Tasty.
Alright, next you put in a little bit of milk. Gives it a nice, much more cheesy, liquidy texture to it, I guess. And adds even more liquid. Because after we drain out the water, that's what we need, liquid. Now we're mixing it. Now we're talking. Now it looks like mac and cheese. But what do? We keep mixing. The mixing never stops. You see how those nice sausage chunks are just being broken up? Smells like mac and cheese and sausage links. Except these aren't sausage links because they were unlinked. None of these sausages are taking down Ganondorf. They're not sausage links. And now look at that. We're kind of done, I guess. Maybe. But wait, I forgot something.
Ramen.
Ramen. What do we do with the ramen? You leave it on the counter so that when your siblings come in for lunch and they're like, "Ew, Grant, I can't believe you just made a pot of macaroni and cheese with sausage. That's nasty." You can just say, "Here's the ramen."
At least you didn't put breadcrumbs in there.
Yep. Alright, thanks for watching. Now you know how to make macaroni and cheese.
I think they already did.
Close the